Welcome, everyone, to This Week Astrology for the week of August 18th to the 24th. We have a very, very busy week ahead. And we're going to talk about how you can make the most of it. Make the most of just one small day. That's what we do here on This Week Astrology. Welcome to my channel. If you have not been here before, I am Joshua the Psychic. You can check out my website, psychicsun.com, for a list of my services if you need any help navigating the terrain this season. Also on my website, check out your horoscopes, your written horoscopes for the current lunation, or excuse me, not the current lunation, the next one, because we have our full moon in Aquarius on Monday, August 19th, which we're going to talk a little bit about today. So last week, we spoke about Mercury, having been retrograde since the 4th of August, has re-entered Leo. Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday to you. So Mercury has re-entered Leo at this point. So the shift is from that detailed planning stage with the Virgo energy to creative reflection. And Mercury now retrograding in Leo, it's a matter of that is the area of your chart where you're going over. So how can you look at that area of your life and refine it, make it better? I.e., if Leo is in your third house, how can you communicate better? If it's in your seventh house, how can you be a better partner, etc.? So you can check out more about Mercury's retrograde in Leo on my Substack. There's a link to a nice free article in the description below if you want to learn more about navigating Mercury retrograde in Leo. And Mercury will be retrograde until the 28th. So it's all about you refining things, and anything with the re prefix, you want to definitely move forward cautiously. When in doubt, leave it out, particularly with Mercury and Leo. Mercury being the planet of communication, Leo being fiery and sometimes overconfident. We want to just make sure that we're slowing our roll a little bit and being really creative and understanding how we might have fun. The Leo energy is all about things that light us up, that bring us joy. So while Mercury is retrograding in Leo, we're redefining that. What does make us happy? What does make us feel creative and joyful? So definitely enjoy the remainder of the retrograde with Mercury in Leo. So let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it. Happy Friday, Casmar. Nice to see you. I hope you're having a nice day. So your moon phase is the last day, Sunday the 18th of August will be our last day of the waxing moon phase from that new moon in Leo that we had on August 4th. During the new moon, we're pulling things in, we're drawing things in, we're calling things in. We're taking inspired action and trying to manifest new intentions. And this is the last day of it, because come Monday, the 19th, we have our full moon in Aquarius, which we're going to talk about. And that's the point at which things will pop. So your manifestations, or your intentions that you set on the 4th of August, should start to bear fruit by the 19th. Of course, depending on your intentions, it could take up to 6 months, but you should start to see evidence of your manifestation by the 19th of August. And on Sunday, your day's planetary ruler is the sun, which connects us to the eternal present moment. Remember, the sun is now in Leo, so it's all about finding out what lights you up with joy. What is your highest excitement? Because that's your built-in mechanism that says, this is for you. This is what's going to be good for you. Go here. And your moon on Sunday will be in Aquarius. Keywords for Aquarius include innovative, independent, humanitarian, eccentric, intellectual, unconventional, friendly, visionary, and progressive. And numerologically on Sunday, again, it's so interesting. This is the final number, or a number that pertains to finality, because the cross sum of 18 is 9, which is the highest single digit number. It's not number of completion. 18 embodies introspection and wisdom. It signifies understanding, spirituality, and compassion. Think deep thought with empathy. So think about how you're going to be starting to finalize things come the 19th. You can reflect on that on the 18th, of course. As for aspects, your key aspect on Sunday, Mercury in Leo is going to square Uranus in Taurus. So with this square, there may be unexpected changes. So be sure to navigate them creatively. This square is actually really good for tackling challenges and thinking outside the box. Benedict Cumberbatch has this aspect in his chart. He is a Cancerian sun, which makes a lot of sense. He looks like he's definitely a Cancerian sun. And it looks like he has an Aries or Taurus moon. Since we don't have his time of birth, we put it at 12 p.m. And it looks like at 12 p.m. he has a 28 degrees Aries moon, which I'm going to say, actually, he probably has a Taurus moon. Don't you think? He seems much more Taurus moon than Aries moon. So maybe watch one of his flicks if you would like. That might be fun. Oh, thank you so much, Charmed LXXS. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So additionally, you have a wonderful day that's ahead. That's for sure. A wonderful day on Sunday. And, it's all about rolling with the punches and doing whatever it is that you can to really just let the universe have its way with you a little bit with all these aspects and that full moon. There's just so many things that are happening. And I think with Mercury retrograde too, everything's going everywhere. And it's just a matter of letting things just fall into place because things will be changing this week. And it's going to be a very, very good thing. It's all about you getting stronger and brighter and growing more and more and more. So keep that in mind. And we're going to talk more about how you can make the most of these transits. On Monday, the 19th, the moment we have all been waiting for, the full moon in Aquarius. Oh boy, we're going to be embracing culmination. We're going to be releasing old patterns, and you want to be open to breakthroughs. You want to progress through innovative, unconventional growth. So the Aquarius energy is very strange and weird and eccentric at times. So solutions are going to come from unexpected places. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to dribble with your other hand, for instance, doing whatever it is that you can to see things in a different way, because there could be new solutions to old problems during this period. And your day's planetary ruler on Monday is the moon, the most sensitive, porous day of the week. So be sure to double down on your self-care and nurture your subconscious mind. Your moon on Monday, after your full moon, will shift from Aquarius to Pisces, and that's at 6:51 p.m. East. So we're going to be transitioning from innovative thinking to being more intuitive and more compassionate. It's perfect for creative inspiration and emotional connections, that Pisces moon on Monday. And numerologically, it's a 19, which represents completion and transformation. It signifies fulfillment, endings, and renewal. Think accomplishment with new beginnings. So you're starting fresh with this energy, sort of. It's a full moon energy. So, every new beginning comes from some old beginning's end, right? And the same thing, every ending is like a new beginning. And on Monday, one of your key aspects on Monday is Jupiter in Gemini squaring Saturn in Pisces, another square. So you want to navigate the tension between growth and restriction. You're going to want to grow, but you're also thinking, oh, geez, I got to restrict. I got to limit myself. So you want to balance these two energies. It's ideal for balancing your expansive ideas with practical limits. Like Cindy. Cindy Crawford has this aspect in her chart, so it can't be that bad. And of course, if you're looking to find out more about the aspects this week, particularly on that full moon, do check out your Aquarius full moon Tarotscopes and Horoscopes. The link to that is in the description below, and you'll find out more about this week's aspects and how you can make the most of them. And on Tuesday, the 20th of August, well, now, since we had our full moon, the moon popped. Now we're going to be completing a cycle. We're going to be letting things go. The waning moon period is ideal for introspection, releasing what no longer serves you. It's good for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest, preparing for renewal for your new moon, that you'll have in Virgo on September 2nd, which as we get closer to the date, we will talk about. But that should be very, very nice. And on Tuesday, action-oriented Mars rules your day, which is ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. Okay, but remember, Mercury is retrograde, so it's better to proceed with plans that have already been put into effect. Even if you thought about it before, I think it's okay as long as it was started. The seed of the project or the idea, hopefully that's been started prior to, say, the 20th, I would say this, you could say the 4th of August, I guess. Although the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, I believe, started on July 16th. So anything that you really did before or started before July 16th, go ahead, move forward. Otherwise, this is a really good phase for you to outline, plan, strategize, and then launch perhaps mid-September. And on Tuesday, your Pisces moon will be very compassionate and intuitive. Other keywords for Pisces include artistic, empathetic, sensitive, imaginative, selfless, escapist, idealistic, romantic, adaptable, and kind. Pisces are very, very kind people. And numerologically, 20 on Tuesday embodies harmony and cooperation. It signifies teamwork, diplomacy, and balance, merging relationships with fairness. And, oh my goodness, would you look at this? On this day in 1991, Spin Doctors released their debut album, Pocket Full of Kryptonite. It sells over 5 million copies, thanks to hits like Little Miss Can't Be Wrong and my favorite, Two Princes. Such a good song, such a good album. So be sure to listen to that if you're so inclined. One of the coolest things about the retrograde is that you get to rediscover things that you loved in the past. Like, oh, I forgot about this song, or I forgot about this movie. And it's also really cool to rewatch or re-listen to things that you already appreciated before, because you get another level of appreciation. So definitely enjoy the energy of the retrograde in terms of doing that. Oh, the 18th is on your brother's birthday. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you like the replay. Talking about the Tarotscopes. That's really good. I'm really glad to hear that. So yeah, enjoy your Tuesday with the Spin Doctors. I hope that might be very nice. And on Wednesday, August 21st, well, of course, now we're still under our waning moon. What is love flows, what is not goes. So it's a releasing energy up until the 2nd of September. And Mercury, planet of communication, rules your day on Wednesday. So expect lots of correspondences. You may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room. A little bit more wiggle room because Mercury also is retrograde, right? And on Mercury's day, a lot of things can come up out of the blue. So give yourself a little bit of extra time to get your projects done, to get to the office, etc. And on Wednesday, your moon's going to shift from Pisces to Aries at 7:01 p.m. East. So we're moving from reflecting with that Pisces moon to action. This phase is good for starting new projects as long as you came up with the idea prior to the Mercury retrograde, and pursuing bold initiatives. But you want to take action when the moon is in Aries. You just want to make sure it's well thought out action. And 21 on Wednesday represents success and fulfillment. It signifies achievement, celebration, and satisfaction. Think triumph with gratitude. Plus, on Wednesday, it's National Spumoni Day. This sounds really, really good. Enjoy a delightful layered frozen treat with fruity, nutty, and creamy flavors. Celebrate this dessert with each delicious bite. Have you ever had spumoni? I haven't had spumoni in a very, very long time. Maybe Wednesday will be the day to have some spumoni. That might be really, really good. So enjoy your Wednesday and your spumoni. And on Thursday, the 22nd, of course, we're still under that waning moon phase. So it's good for letting things go, preparing for renewal. We have September coming, right? So we want to get more aligned with that energy, and it's going to help because on Thursday, the sun will be entering Virgo too, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Also on Thursday, Jupiter, planet of luck and abundance, rules your day. So it's time to think big and to doubt your limits, to go beyond your stretch. Stay loose mentally and physically, and make moves to expand and grow on Jupiter's day. You're probably going to want to. You'll probably be a little bit fired up with your moon in Aries on Thursday. Keywords for Aries include energetic, courageous, adventurous, dynamic, confident, impulsive, assertive, enthusiastic, competitive, headstrong, and independent. And Thursday, numerologically, it is a 22, which is another really great number. Think moon's in Aries, right? And then you get 22. And the cross sum of 22 is 4, which is the numerology of the emperor in the tarot, which is ruled by the sign of Aries. So it's a nice stable day on Thursday. You might be able to get your footing more if anything threw you off under this full moon transit. 22 embodies mastery and ambition. It signifies practicality, efficiency, and idealism. Think merging dreams with reality. But we do have a square. Lots of squares this week. And squares make things happen. They might be uncomfortable, but they demand action. So get your rest. If you're catching this live, get your rest this weekend. Make sure that your mind is really at peace. Think of your mind as a beautiful, still lake. And keep thinking of your mind that way, because you're going to need to have peace of mind to deal with all of these square aspects that we have in the coming week. On Thursday, the square that you'll have is Venus in Virgo will be squaring Mars in Gemini. And this aspect, you could also look at it as being part of your full moon. So it's ideal for balancing your desire with action. It's ideal for addressing conflicts in relationships and finding harmony between passion and practicality. So you want to really think about, what are you passionate about? What really excites you? But how can you also make it practical? Sean Penn has this aspect in his chart and seems to have served him well. So remember, squares make things happen. They get things done. And I feel like with the Mercury retrograde energy, it's going to be important for us to really assess and really look at things. And because Mercury is slower with Mercury retrograde, we're going to have a better idea of how things could fit in the bigger context, right? In your bigger context, like what is the overall view of your life? And as the sun enters Virgo, that's going to be very, very key. What is the overall view from a high vantage point? How do all of these things move together in sync and in harmony to create your amazing life? Right? And we're going to talk more about how you can do that. Additionally, on Thursday, the sun will be entering Virgo. So you got to destroy the evidence from all the partying you did when the sun was in Leo. And it is true. Leo is all about really letting it all hang out and being borderline ostentatious, quite frankly. And sun in Virgo is all about prudence and caution and being more particular. So as the sun moves into Virgo, focus on refinement and precision. This phase invites you to embrace your productivity and attention to detail, particularly with Mercury being retrograde. Do mind your details. Virgo encourages you to get organized, set practical goals, and improve your routines. So important. And again, Mercury retrograde is great for that. Revising your routines. So use the sun in Virgo transit to analyze, perfect, and refine your skills and projects. It's an ideal time for self-improvement, efficiency, and making meaningful progress with a meticulous approach. I love that word. Meticulous approach. And that's a very Virgo word. So sun will be entering Virgo on August 22nd, which is a Thursday, and it will stay until September 22nd. So this ought to be fun. I love it in a lot of ways because it's like that school energy. Even if you're not in school, I think we have in our heads that, September is school time. And Virgo is almost like the perpetual student. They're always like being careful and studying and whatnot. So this will be a really, really nice energy. It's very different from the Leo energy, but it's also really just, it's perfect. It goes along perfectly with the astrological wheel because you learn to perfect, so to speak, your self-expression under Leo season, right? You get to express yourself more under Leo season, and then under the Virgo energy, you perfect your self-expression, so to speak. Always learning. Yes, indeed, we are always learning. So do enjoy Sun's transit through Virgo. That should be a lot of fun. And on Friday, the 23rd of August, of course, we're under our waning moon phase. What is love flows, what is not goes. And it's ideal for forgiveness and rest. Definitely do what you can to forgive yourself, forgive other people. As soon as you forgive, a whole bunch of new love energy opens up for you. You get to experience more in abundance in your life. And it's certainly worth it. Especially on Friday, Venus, planet of love, rules your day. So stay in the vibration of gratitude. When you're in a vibration of gratitude, you're in that vibration of receivership that you've already received. So you want to be a match to receiving, right? You want to be a match to gratitude, because if you had what you wanted, you would be in a grateful state, right? So definitely appreciate and be grateful. Maybe write a gratitude list on Fridays. It's always a good thing. And on Friday, you want to be sure to celebrate your blessings, yourself, and others. Remember, Venus rules Friday, so it's all about relationships and valuing others and just appreciating life and the finer things in life, including the people that you're lucky to have in your life. And come 8 p.m. on Friday, it's going to be a double whammy of Venus energy. Your moon on Friday will shift from Aries to Taurus at 8 p.m. East. So we're shifting from impulsive actions or taking action to steady determination. It's great for focusing on stability and nurturing your long-term goals. So you start stuff when the moon is in Aries. You're going to have a lot more energy when the moon is in Aries, so you can move forward with your projects or start a project or start something when the moon is in Aries. And then when the moon enters Taurus, you either finish up said project or you nurture it. You give it more life and you give it more sustenance. So that ought to be really fun on Friday. And it's a 23, which represents freedom and adaptability. It signifies flexibility, adventure, and curiosity, balancing exploration with versatility. And, okay, luckily, we actually have a nice aspect. Isn't that nice? On Friday, Mercury in Leo will sextile Mars in Gemini. This will be really welcome due to the 8 million squares that we seem to have this week. So it's going to boost your communication and drive. It's ideal for dynamic conversations and taking assertive action. So that sextile between Mercury and Mars, finally, communication and action are going to be much more aligned. By Friday or maybe even by Saturday, you're going to be like, okay, well, this is how I can balance the situation, right? It's going to be a lot easier for you, I think, come the weekend. Sandra Bullock has this aspect in her chart. She is a Leo, of course, with her Mercury sextiling Mars in Gemini, in fact. So when all else fails or you need a little bit of a break, watch a Sandra Bullock movie. She's just great. She's just great. And enjoy your Friday. And on Saturday, the 24th of August, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase. So be sure to rest. Extra rest under Mercury retrograde is not a bad idea at all. Saturn, planet of discipline and responsibility, rules your day on Saturday. So it pays to set yourself up for success for the week ahead, right? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want your week to look like? You might want to visualize it. You might want to write notes. You might want to get your outfits ready, whatever it is that you need to do for a successful week ahead. And your moon will be in Taurus on Saturday. Nice grounded Taurus moon on a Saturday. What could be better? Keywords for Taurus include reliable, patient, practical, sensual, loyal, determined, stable, stubborn, artistic, comfort-seeking, persistent, and solid. So it's a great day to get your ducks in a row. In fact, with that Taurus moon, and 24 on Saturday embodies stability and responsibility. It signifies order, discipline, and caring, merging organization with nurturing. And if that wasn't enough, on your Taurus moon, Saturday, you also have National Waffle Day. And that's why it is a perfect universe. Savor the crispy golden delight of a classic breakfast favorite. Enjoy the perfect blend of texture and flavor on this special day. Well, you don't have to twist my arm. I'm ready for some waffles under Saturday's Taurus moon, because Taurus, of course, is quite the foodie of the zodiac. And well, with those waffles that look so good, who wouldn't be a foodie? Who wouldn't be a foodie on this Saturday? And there we have it, folks. We went through the week. We have a full moon this week coming up. Oh, she's one of your favorite actors, Sandra Bullock. Isn't she great? She's just lovely. I love her too. So, yeah, we have a very, very busy week coming up. Definitely check out all of my free resources in the description below. It's all about, moving with the flow, going with the flow, allowing yourself to take inspired action and doing your best to, when things wind up happening that you were not expecting, which is highly likely this week ahead, it's a matter of all circumstances are neutral. So when you assign an inherently neutral circumstance positive meaning, you're able to then derive positive results. If you assign an inherently neutral circumstance negative meaning, you're going to then derive negative results. So get into the habit of anything that happens. Oh, that's good because I created it and now I get to leverage it to do this. So get in the habit of doing that, especially this week. In order to do so, you got to be extra, extra flexible. So do whatever you can to be more flexible mentally, physically, since physically the body can inform the mind. So anything that you can do to work with your body to increase your flexibility might actually help you to be more mentally flexible. And that, I assure you, will help you with the week ahead. We're going to need to be extra flexible. And we're going to have to really look at, okay, well, this wasn't what I had planned, but maybe this is easier. Maybe this is better. So keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for joining me live, especially. Thank you, especially Charmed 3XS for your super chat. I really do appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And I shall for sure see you soon. Take good care, everybody. You too, Casma. Have a great, great weekend. Bye.